Alrighty, so this is a Scharnhorst replay. This is actually my very first Scharnhorst game I've ever played. Thank you again to Caxi for gifting me the Scharnhorst. Um, I've seen them do really, really well in randoms. I've played on the test server. It seems like a very fun ship, so again, thank you very, very much. Yeah, so let's get started. Looks like matchup is pretty good. Top tier, a decent amount of cruisers. Um, Though the two Nelsons on the enemy team I am a little bit worried about because first of all they have excellent HE and also the Scharnhorst is very tanky in general towards AP. HE does give it quite some big problems. And also the fact that there's not too much I can do about a Bowen Nelson that's reversing or a Nelson that's kiting away because my guns can't overmatch his plating. Okay, standard battle. So to start off with, I'm not really moving too aggressively. Kind of just moving across the map, just waiting for things to be spotted, and then I'll react to them. There's no real point in hard shoving a flank at the beginning, especially not on a standard battle. So Sharnor's guns are... I'm actually not too unfamiliar with them because I have played some Graf Spee, and I know that the arcs and the general shell ballistics are pretty close to the Tirpitz or Bismarck. So I do know how to lead these guns to a decent extent.
Enemy force detected.
A little bit concerned about our completely unsupported 2DD push there, and for a second I think about going with them, but decide against it, because if they're going to be stupid and do that, then, you know, it doesn't even matter if I support them, they're just going to die anyway. Alright, so it looks like this Algere is gonna beach, and I think, okay, he's gonna beach, he's gonna beach, he's gonna beach. Well, actually, no, sorry, I think that he's not going to beach, so I shoot there, but he beaches, and so I don't actually kill him. Rip. Totally thought he wasn't gonna beach. Second shot out. French cruisers again. Accelerate a little faster than I expected, and also, I think that was a little bit of shell dispersion trolling me, to be completely honest, because it does look like it hit around right here. Alright, third salvo. This should be, this should do the trick. There we go. He's just about dead. Over there. Get another salvo on this guy. This should kill him. I aim up because I know he's turning away. Yeah, I'm not quite too sure what was going on with that. Those look like they should be at full pens at the very least, because, who knows. That first salvo really was my bad, though. I didn't think he was going to beach. Because if he was going to beach, he would have been turned outward, and Navigator, or he would have tried to turn in at the last second. Navigator would have told me that. And he really made no attempt to do so, meh. Unfortunate. Sorry, little buddy. This is a mistake because, yeah, as soon as I shoot, the Leander pops up, and I completely miss my Citadel opportunities on him. So I'm actually, up to this point, I've kind of been playing this pretty bad. I whiff against the, what's it called? I whiffed against the stationary Algere, failed to finish him off, and then, bad target selection. I didn't think the Leander was going to pop out again, but he did. This right here is a bit of a mystery. Wait, how are those not citadels? Excuse me? Okay, I guess they were like a little bit high, but I know the Omaha Citadel extends ridiculously far above the waterline. Like if you look on the, what's it called, the armor viewer, it's more than halfway up, so it's just like, what the fuck? And then these ones, it's like, what? I don't even know, dude. I mean, I guess it's just Scharnhorst guns trolling me, but at the same time, it feels pretty bad. And I'm just gonna launch 2, because I feel like someone's already shooting him. Yeah, someone else gets it. So right now, I am rather discovering that the guns truly are rather spectacularly awful. Yeah, really not too great. That's fine though, because the rest of the ship is, I think it's just ridiculously strong, because, for one, the speed, can really relocate. I mean, at this tier, it's a lot faster than the, other battleships. And I'm not aiming low on the Citadel and the Nelson because I'm pretty sure I can't actually pen in Citadel armor, so I'm actually aiming for the hull plating. I realize he's turning in and slowing down, so I correct my aim. I'm looking around for other targets because I know I'm not going to do too much in angled Nelson. Like, yeah, I'm going to go shoot at that Leander instead. I'm going to wait for him to complete his turn and then predict where he's going to go. And then shoot right there. Some damage. Nelson's getting pretty close, but I still want this Leander. He's giving me a angle, but I know I can overmatch. Feels bongo, man. To be fair, I aimed that a little bit farther to the right because I wasn't anticipating. I was anticipating him to hold course and not turn slightly in. He was still within the other outer extremities of my dispersion, though. And it was a bit unfortunate. I didn't tag him with at least one. I'm getting my secondaries to go. I realize that the Nelson is already 50 shades of fucked. I'm not even gonna bother shooting him. And I get one pen. Yeah, Salvo looked like it was going to be more than a standard pen, but you know, Scharnhorst dispersion. Oh, Ashira. Excellent. LMFAO. There's the dispersion. That's what we like to see. Fighter airborne. I'm getting rammed by Okay, I got 2 standard pens there. Well, that's one thing that's nice about these Scharnhorst shells is that they do standard pen DDs pretty easily if they're facing away.
Problem solved, sir.
Not even gonna bother shooting. Angled BB, not happening. Not in 2 billion years. Alright, I actually do want to try to take out that Ryuho. So I'm gonna wait for him to turn, because I want to try to Citadel him. So that's my prediction. That's where he's gonna be. Ryuho is actually quite speedy. This is a 19.3 kilometer shot. 3 overpens. Woohoo! Great, Scharnhorst. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Okay, now he's turning out. So I'm gonna aim I'm gonna aim like he's half speed and also aim quite a bit up, even though he's not half speed. He's just turning out, but that's gonna be my aiming pattern. Oh wait, and he's turning back in, huh? Well, I guess that works too. And for the Leander, he's turning out. Don't think these are gonna hit unless he decides to stop turning out for whatever reason. Got one hit, that's fine. It's completely fine. Nelson, since he's broadside, I'm going to be taking a shot at. So I know the penetration on these guns isn't too good. I'm not going to aim for Citadel. I'm going to aim a bit higher. Just get those normal pens. Smack the Iron Duke since he's giving me just this nice free broadside. And since we were up like a ship, I think, yeah, we're actually up 2 ships. I'm gonna begin a slow push into their base. Feels bad. But you know what? Scharnhorst Dispersion. You win some, you lose some, but most of the time you lose. I'm spotted, so it's one of the Leanders. He's right behind an island. No, I'm not going to be able to get that shot off. I'm really, really hesitant to push any pass further than this because I'm not going to charge. I'm not going to be able to charge 3 battleships and a lander and win. So I'm just going to chill here, and I'm going to use this island for cover, and I'm wait for my team to catch up a little bit. Because right now, even though we're up ships, it's still a bit of a toss-up. I think. Because all 3 of those battleships are quite healthy. I see that Nelson's really going to give me problems. So since the Nelson's continue to give me broadside, I attempt a Citadel shot right here. Because the Nelson has a giant Citadel. I'm just aiming under the turrets or whatever. Nelson has a giant Citadel, and if you can hit that, you get huge damage. But as you can see, my shot that does hit the Citadel just shatters. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, you know, I'll just give it another shot. Maybe that hit water before it actually hit the Citadel. Let's give it another try. And all 3 missed the Citadel and hit his upper plating, which is fine. And see, that's why I didn't want to push in. I'm already down quite a bit of health. I'm taking quite a bit of focus, so I'm just going to back off. So I didn't push past any further past the island. And this one, again, I'm aiming for Citadel. Again, I'm not too familiar with the penetration characteristics. Oh, 3 shatters against the Citadel. That is really unfortunate. If those had gone through, I would have gotten an extra, like, maybe 20,000 damage. But yeah, again, I'm not too sure about the penetration characteristics. Other than it's, like, fairly bad. But I thought at about 10 kilometers, I should be able to... 10 kilometers, I should be able to get through the Nelson armor. I guess not, though. Alright, now that my team's here, I'm going to push up. So I smack this Leander. Totally... Kill totally deserved. 110,000%.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. Our team has taken the lead.
Solid 5,000 damage. He's pretty slow, so... 2 shatters. He's pretty broadside. That's quite unfortunate. Alright, so I'm closing in on this Nelson. He's still giving me broadside, so again, I'm gonna attempt a Citadel shot, because now he's within 9 kilometers. And I'm thinking, okay, the penetration characteristics are bad, but he's literally 90 degrees to me, and he's within 9 kilometers. There's no possible way that... Okay. We'll try the same thing again at, I don't know, 7 kilometers. 7 kilometers, yeah. Let's get that Citadel. Thank you, Scharnhorst. Thank you. Okay, let's try the same thing again at 5 kilometers. What do you think's gonna happen? Oh, I don't know. Will it Citadel? I mean, at this point, I'm just inclined to believe anything. Nope. So I'll throw out some torpedoes. Now, at 4 kilometers, will it Citadel? It will. But you have to be within like 5 kilometers to do it. Yeah, if I had known that, I would have just kept aiming upper hull. He would have been dead a lot earlier instead of trying to get greed out for citadels. I already blew my torps that side and a dead Nelson, so I'll just throw up my guns, I guess. And whatever. Just get my secondaries working on him as well. I'm gonna angle back in. I don't feel like dying. Yeah, didn't do too much that time. And I'm gonna be the total greedy kill-stealing bastard right now because I have 4 kills and I really want the 5th one. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Right now is about good. Let's do it. Now the only thing left is that Iron Duke. Man, I was really quite annoyed. I thought I could Citadel that Nelson way earlier, but yeah, the penetration actually just sucks ass. I'm just aiming superstructure. I don't really feel like switching to HE, because the HE really is just, if it's as anemic as it is on the Graf Spey, I think I'd just do more damage with AP. Try to close in within secondary range. Do you actually have secondary spec on this ship? I'm aiming for his butt. Oh, yep, that was my first Scharnhorst game. So a little embarrassing at the start against the Algerie. That was pretty unfortunate. Some really wonky gun dispersion at several points during the battle. How the fuck did I not Citadel that Omaha? How the fuck did I miss the broadside, flipping Shiratsu at 4 kilometers, and then the really shitty gun penetration, kind of showing itself when I was trying to kill that broadside Nelson. But even with all that, it still did really well. Like, it has some very weak weaknesses, but it also has some very strong strengths. So overall, I still think it's a very good ship.